was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? You rolling your eyes and you act like this because you've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through. But I'm not a victim. I grow from it and I learn. Take responsibility for yourself.
I told Liz before we even got to training camp that, like our goal is to be that best post duo. I mean, I heard Camilla talking about her and Angel rebounding. I said to Liz, I said, girl, listen, they are coming. And
y'all remember when we were kids, when we were in school, mainly elementary and middle school, and we had that mean teacher. She was old, haggard, just mean as could be. And she would go away on vacation or what have you. She was gone for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, maybe even a week. And we would have a substitute teacher. And with that substitute teacher, we knew we could get away with things. We would cut up. We would be on the freaking tables, okay, dancing, making beats, just being disrespectful to each other, to the substitute teacher. We would just throw paper planes, spitballs. We would just be socializing, just being social butterflies, not listening to the lesson, not turning in no homework. And ultimately, when that substitute teacher's time has come and gone, our mean, old, haggard teacher would come back. And she would hang her head in shame like this. And she would say to us, never in my 30 years of teaching have I seen or heard of such disrespectful behavior from my students. And she would talk about how disappointed she was in all of us as a class. That's what it was like watching the Chicago Sky get defeated at our home court in Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois by the freaking Atlanta Dream without Angel Reese or Ariel Atkins. It was still no excuse for us to lose in this manner. We couldn't even get to 50 points in this game, guys. The game concluded with us Chicago Sky having 49 points and the Atlanta Dream having 86 points. That's a 37-point loss, a 37-point deficit? Is that our worst game of the season? Did the Indiana Fever do us worse? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This may be our worst loss of the season. If not, it's at least the top 5. Okay, it's up there. It's up there with the other losses that we have taken on this season. Guys, it's just so much I can say. I'm disappointed. Okay, of course, yes. Angel Reese is out, unfortunately, due to a leg injury. I hope she gets well because again, we need her. I want to see her, participate in the Saturday's game for the WNBA All-Star Weekend. Okay, along with Ariel Atkins, along with Ryan Howard. Okay, it wasn't just our team that was suffering. Ryan Howard was out. Okay, for the Atlanta Dream because she is also dealing with I believe a right knee injury. It's very, very scary stuff. Caitlin Clark is out again. Okay, she got injured in last night's game with the Connecticut Sun. It was Indiana Fever versus Connecticut. She has injured her groin area again, unfortunately. Again, all these injuries is it's just so draining, exhausting, and emotionally, it's just emotionally reeling to see all these women get injured. But again, it's like I wasn't expecting. No, I'm always expecting us to at least not just win, but to at least have if we are to lose, to have a respectable loss, okay? There is no excuse for us to get beat down like this as bad as we did, with or without Angel Reese, with or without Ariel Atkins, okay? It's the Atlanta Dream. Now, they have gotten better, okay, specifically with this new coach, Carl Smesko. But in my opinion, looking at this game, if we are being honest, the Chicago Sky is not just our roster, okay? Specifically with our entire roster, yes, our veterans are not that great. But in my opinion, in this current 2025 WNBA season, we have to have the worst rookie draft class. Again, I'm not trying to be a bully. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I'm not here to pick on nobody and just single them out. But again, I saw Haley Van Lith in this game. I saw Maddie Westbeld in this game. She finally getting minutes. She could have finally, really proved herself and stepped up and be that leader. And you know what? Without Angel Reese on that floor, even Ariel Atkins, it showed me that there is no leader for the Chicago Sky if Angel Reese is not on the court. And before I tear into, the individual players, let's just go over the overall game statistics, okay? Because again, it's disappointing, okay? Let's be honest, if you're a Chicago Sky fan today. So, in the first quarter, the Atlanta Dream managed to put up 23 points. We only put up 10. Just off the rip. I was like, yep, it ain't looking too good. We're not going to win. But, just how badly are we going to lose? How badly are we going to lose? That was my conclusion already of the game in just the first quarter. The second quarter comes around. The Atlanta Dream scored 18 points. We scored 13. The third quarter comes around. The Atlanta Dream guys scored 33 points. We only scored 13. It was it's just like a freaking almond. And in the fourth and final quarter, the Dream scored only 12 points, but we scored 13 points again. So it was second, third, and fourth quarter for us, Chicago Sky. It was 13 points, and 13 points. That got to be an omen of sorts. Let's go over a little bit of individual player statistics. Okay, starting with the Atlanta Dream, the winners. Maya Caldwell had 8 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Brianna Jones had 14 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds. Brittany Griner managed to put up 15 points, had 0 assists, 5 rebounds. Alicia Gray, 14 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Jordan Canada, 7 points, 8 assists, 1 rebound. Naz Hillman, 10 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Tahina Powell, 13 points. She had 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Now, Tahina Powell, that's interesting because, again, it was times where I forgot that Tahina Powell was even a part of the Atlanta Dream Team. Her and Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman, guys, in this game, put up 10 points, had 1 assist, 4 rebounds. That's how badly we played in today's game. I'm like, since when does Carl Smesco trust Tahina Powell? Trust Naz Hillman. He usually does not give the minutes like that. Okay, Tahina Powell, her leadership, not even just leadership, her role, period, has just continued to diminish. Her role, period, has continued to diminish for the Atlanta Dream. Okay, Carl Smesco has not, it's not just him in my opinion. Okay, if you're a fan of South Carolina, Dawn Staley, Tahina Powell, Atlanta Dream, you've noticed that Tahina Powell, that 3 is just not as consistent as it was when she was in college. No tea, no shade. And Carl Smesco, of course, being the head coach of the Atlanta Dream, he sees that and he has decided to, make her role more diminished. Her and Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman and Tahina Powell was on the floor today for some time. Why? Because we were just playing that terribly. Now, it's not about Carl Smesco now putting in good faith and now trusting and believing, okay, in Naz Hillman and Tahina Powell. It's the Chicago Sky. We no longer trust in them without Ariel Atkins, without Angel Reese. It's like he can now trust his poor performing players because our greater performing players are no longer on the floor. The Sky played awfully. Nobody even made it to the double digits. Nobody had more than 10 points. Listen to this mess, okay? Elizabeth Williams had 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Michaela Amuwe had 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. Just last night, I said, Michaela Amuwe, we should have the offense flow through her. And this is what you do to me? I looked out for you. I stuck out my neck for you, Michaela. And this is how you repay me. You played 12 minutes and had 0 points, 0 assists, and 0 rebounds. What are you doing here? It's time to go. Camila Cardoso had 8 points, 0 assists, 11 rebounds. She was getting on my nerves. Again, I'm still shocked that she almost got a double-double. 8 points and 11 assists. 11 rebounds. Again, I put in that clip prior to my commentary. You see Aaliyah Boston saying, me and Alyssa Smith last season. She's like, we got to be the head, the top duo, backcourt, front court players of the league. Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese have that ability. They have that opportunity to be that, okay? But again, Angel Reese is not there. And then again, it's such a headache. I was like, what are we doing? I seen Camila Cardoso at 6'7", afraid to get into the paint. She's shying away from the paint. Camila Cardoso, that is, she was feeding the ball to freaking 5'0" Haley Van Liv. It should be the other way around. Camila Cardoso was 6'7". She kept giving the ball to Haley Van Liv. Haley Van Liv trying to cut her little stuff, trying to squirm and snake her way through it, getting the ball blocked, getting the ball taken, missing layups, blowing layups over and over again. It doesn't make any sense. Rachel Banham had 6 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Mariah Jefferson has 7 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. She finally is earning a paycheck. I forget all the time Mariah Jefferson is a part of the squad. I'm serious. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's that girl. That girl that always got the weak ankles. I'm like, I guess today she decided to show up and give us something. 7 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds is better than nothing. Maddie Westbeld, again, this is who we chose, okay, to give up Sonia Citron and everybody else for. She played 25 minutes, gave us 2 points, 1 assist and 7 rebounds. Kia Nurse gave us 5 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. Haley Van Liff gave us 4 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. And then Rebecca Allen gave us 9 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. Again, y'all can keep making excuses for these people. I don't see it, okay? Everybody was once a rookie. Aaliyah Boston won Rookie of the Year. Caitlin Clark won Rookie of the Year for a reason. Even Angel Reese, even though she didn't win Rookie of the Year last season, she made herself stand out. Kiki Arafin, Sonia Citron, Paige Beckers, Ashley Barker, the LA Sparks, all these other, literally every other team, even Tahina Powell brings more to her team than they do for us. We have the worst rookie draft class, and it's not up for debate. Y'all can get on here and say, Geneva, you got to give them a chance. We are midway through the season. It's I'm so tired of the Chicago Sky fans being delusional. Stop the delusions. We're nothing but delusions of grandeur. Haley Van Liff and Maddie Westbeld ain't got no business being on this team. I'm tired of y'all talking about giving some time. Maddie Westbeld got 25 minutes of time today and gave us 2 points. The Atlanta Dream, again, even though they have gotten better, they have stepped up to the plate, so to speak, in the season compared to last season. They're not like a freak. They're not New York Liberty. They're not Minnesota Lynx. We just beat the Minnesota Lynx. So why can't we beat the Atlanta Dream with or without Angel Reese, with or without Ariel Atkins? Because our bench is weak. Michaela Amue gave us nothing in 12 minutes. I'm looking at the vets and the rookies. It's like we are weak across the board. Camila Cardoso, I guess she did what she could, but even her, it was giving the weakest link. She kept missing layups, getting the ball plucked out of her hands, passing the ball out of bounds, passing the ball to enemy hands. We see this time and time again. We play so sloppily. We don't have a drop. It's never an inkling of discipline when we see our Chicago Sky players playing. And I'm sick of it. Again, if we had any sense in our heads, at this point it's too late. Okay, July 13th have come and gone. The 13th was this past Sunday. We can try to cut people, but we still have to pay them the money, even if we cut them. That deadline has come and gone. And we all know by now, if you haven't, hello, Chicago Sky is poor. We are a poverty franchise. We can't afford to cut players and still pay them out. Okay, it's not working because we don't have leadership. Okay, I'm not just talking about on the court, but overall as a freaking organization. There's no way a GM with any brains, if you don't have worms for brains, would draft Maddie Westbelt and Haley Van Lip or just keep them. We have given them plenty of opportunities and nobody is performing. Look at our vets, such as Rebecca Allen, Kia Nurse, Rachel Mann, and Mariah Jefferson. This is ridiculous. Okay, our Chicago Sky, I don't even want to put this out there, all this negativity. I didn't even want to be like this fired up. We're not making it into the playoffs this season. It is what it is.